Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Then today's episode, I seen this name that I wanted to talk on, and this probably isn't going to be the only bit of content that I'll have on him. I probably am going to do some videos, some commentary videos and stuff. Maybe a video on the main channel. You know, if there's a video that I can react to of Paul Miller, I believe that's his name. I guess he goes by Gypsy Crusader. Some of you guys may know of him as that name. But yeah, I guess like his government name is Paul Miller. And to just kind of give you a little bit of a history lesson of this guy. Long story short, this guy is a big time racist. Like he done said and did a lot of different racist things, and recently he was not so much him, but it was a content creator that he came across, Cuffham, where I guess they had some interaction. And overall, I guess Cuffham, I don't think he realized that this guy, because I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. This guy's a troll. Like, this Paul Miller guy, he's a troll. I don't believe that he's obviously, you know, he is a racist. It's like, it doesn't matter whether he means it or doesn't mean it. You put yourself in a category where you're going to be having all these racist interactions with people. I just don't think that he means the racism that he portrays. I think he's just doing that because this man got bills. He knows that he needs to pay these bills. And overall, he's like, okay, well, what could I possibly do to stay relevant? You know, I guess to be on on a not so much a winning side, but on a side where he knows he ain't gonna never have to struggle for the rest of his life. And I just think that people like him, like, it's either that or he's given up to where he's not even in control of himself no more. Like, he just wants to do things and say things, I guess, that's going to give him his 15 minutes of fame. And it's sad. Like, I mean, this guy is 37 years old. He's 37 years old. And it's like, if that's the best that you can do with your life is just being a well-known racist, fam, you failed in life. And that's the thing. He could say all these different racist things about me. He could say all these things. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, I've gotten to a point in time in my life where I realized that people that are just openly racist for no reason. And I think overall I think this was his particular reason on why he became a racist. But if that is your reason, I'm sorry. But it's like, you don't strike me as an educational person. And I'm definitely not going to listen to you you can hit me with all these different facts about black people. Like, oh, black people are known for this, this, and this. They do this, this, and this, and they do that. I'm not hearing any of that. I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, look, bruh, you had your racist moments with black people. I've had my racist moments with white people. What's crazy, though, is like, he ain't like, I guess, like a white person. He is like from here, but like, if you look at his background, life and stuff, like his dad is Romanian, I believe, and his mom is Mexican. So my thing is this, like, when I think of a white person, I think of somebody, and I mean, like, you know, I feel like at the end of the day, there is no such thing as like just an all around, like, just because I feel like there's all races out there, like, unless you are from that like country and you ain't been but even then still, I'm like, I don't know, like, I wasn't expecting this guy to have like parents that were from they wasn't from the United States. Like, they wasn't born and raised here in the United States. His mom's Mexican. I mean, yeah, maybe she might have been born and raised here, same with his dad. And then on top of that, from where he's from, you're from a very diverse area. So that's why I'm like, I'm over here thinking like, this guy is like from down south. Like, and then I see him and I'm like, fam, like, even if you go to his Wikipedia page, like, he doesn't look, I don't know. Like, I was expecting somebody else. Like, I did see his face, like, when, in this Cuffham video that's going viral. But I don't know, like, he just doesn't strike me as like somebody. I think like overall, if I were to see him and not know nothing about him, I would just think like he was just some random dude, you know, but he just doesn't strike me as this racist white person that he's trying to be, you know, and I feel like that could be the case with him too. Like he couldn't really fit in with crowds, and I think that's why he decided like, oh, I gotta you know, declare my allegiance with being a white supremacist and stuff. And I'm like, fam, and that's so overall like that was the reason. So I'm reading about him on Wikipedia. And they was like, and I guess like he got into it with Antifa protesters. So this is what Wikipedia says. I don't know if this is true or not, but anyways, I'm just going based off of what they say. So they said on October 12, 2018, Miller was involved in an altercation with Antifa protesters. Miller alleged he was trying to attend a speech given by Proud Boys founder Gavin McInnes or something like that in order to report on it. The incident took place outside of the Metropolitan Republican Club in New York City. Miller also reported that his backpack was stolen during the altercation. The police unsuccessfully searched for the people who stole Miller's backpack. Miller later stated they tried to kill me in reference to the altercation and called the attackers terrorists. 20-year-old, then it just names off the people that were arrested and charged in connections to the assault. Then they said, following the incident, Miller claimed he had an awakening and became woke. He was allegedly frequently doxxed and bombarded with death threats from people he claimed are affiliated with Antifa following their attack on him. He has also claimed that people affiliated with Antifa threatened to burn down his parents' house. His story quickly gained traction on the internet, and Miller claimed he lost his job and as a result moved to Florida. Now, my question is, I'm not saying what happened to him was right. Yeah, even though this guy's a big time racist, I think a lot of people will be assuming that, oh, I'm going to be saying all these different disrespectful things about him. Like, oh yeah, he deserved it and he did this, he did. No, it's like the thing is this. If he was there just to just be a journalist, like all he's just doing is reporting on the news and just what overall what's going on, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm like, I understand what he was trying to do. My question is, what led to you being attacked? Because my thing is this. If you got it like clear as day that you're a journalist, even if you don't, it's like people will still just be able to see like, oh, that guy's a journalist. He ain't gonna, we ain't gonna do nothing to him, you know, unless, and that's even the thing too. I just remember when the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor riots was going on. Like, yeah, there were people that were out there protesting, but then there were another group of people that were stealing and they were, you know, just destroying stuff. Like, it wasn't even people that were protesting anymore. I'm like, I know they ain't out there to protest. If they off up in North stealing clothes and shoes and all that stuff, I'm like, fam, they ain't no protest. I'm like, you just putting out a bad name for us. They are actually trying to protest and things. So if you came across those people, then I'm like, them are those people. But the protesters, and I'm trying to think, like, I don't know what he could possibly like, because yeah, in 2018 I can't remember if there was anything going on. Well, I mean, like, yeah, overall it's like if you're at a Proud Boys rally or whatever, it's going down and stuff, you know, like I feel like hanging around in an area like that, it's most likely not going to be good, you know, and that's why I'm like, yeah, it's just certain things that, you know, I feel like you just gonna have to be smart about it and report on it from a distance. Like I don't know if there's too many people out there that do be reporting on that stuff and they don't have to worry about nobody. But my thing is this: if there are other reporters that say, oh yeah, I've have done like journalist work with the Proud Boys and all that stuff, and I've never once been attacked, then it's like, okay, then that's what leads me to my question is like, okay, so Paul Miller, what did you do, I guess, to lead into you being attacked? Because I don't know. I just don't think that a journalist would be minding their own business. And yeah, you know, you hear at times, like especially overseas, like in them wars and stuff, where you hear where it'll be some journalists will lose their lives. And I'm like, yeah, and if it's just a wrong place, wrong time, then that's what that situation is. But what I'm trying to figure out is that you went from, I guess, just being a normal-minded person to where you had this interactions with Antifa, and now all of a sudden you want to be a white supremacist. And to me, I'm like, that just shows how weak-minded that you are. It's like, if you, the thing is this, I don't know how many times like I've been called out my name IRL on the internet. I'm trying to think, you know, whether it's racist names or whatever, but I'm like, fam, if I could just talk on I've never had dealt with no stuff like how he dealt with before. But overall, though, I'm like, I can say that I've had a lot of different racist moments throughout my life. You know, from school, from work, from content creating, from just, you know, just being out and about and stuff. You know, having it where it's like I'm being racially profiled in stores. Having it where it's like, and it's like, fam, the funny thing is like, my thing is that I've said this before. If I'm in a store and I know people are gonna be like, oh, you're probably in there looking like you're getting ready to steal and do all this, it's like, fam, please don't hit me with that uneducational, I guess, answer and stuff. I'm like, yeah, fam, I'm not hearing that. I got money, and if I don't, my thing is this: I'm going to work until I do have the money, then go to that store and shop. But my thing is this: it's like if I'm just hanging out with my peoples and stuff, and it's like, fam, what is it like? What does it look like? You want to check me? I'm like, go ahead, check me. You ain't gonna find nothing. I'm like, the thing is this: I'm a small person. I don't have roles. I don't have roles where I can hide a whole flat screen TV and all these other different things and stuff. I'm like, fam, I ain't got time for all of that. You know, when I go out and about, I go out and about because I got money. All right, so. But anyways, overall though, I was getting ready to say something. I just completely, I was like, I'll do that from time to time, be talking on some stuff and then completely lose my train of thought and things. And I know there's going to be, you know, those racist, stereotypical like comments and stuff talking about, oh, probably because you smoke a lot of weed and you drink a lot. I don't smoke. Last time I think I had a drink was probably, I'm trying to think when, probably some years ago. I can't remember if it was 2020 or 2021, but yeah, not really a drinker. I just, yeah, my memory fails me at times. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. But anyways, but I guess like overall, just getting back to Paul Miller and this situation that he had with Antifa, it's like, fam, so you have this moment where you were wrongfully attacked. I ain't gonna lie, like you were wrongfully attacked. If that was the case, you was wrongfully attacked. But for some odd reason, you felt that now I got to take my anger out on every black person that I come across because of this situation that I had with Antifa, or these people that claimed that they were a part of Antifa, or whatever the case may be. What reasons do you have? I guess if me and you have an interaction and you call me the N-word or you say something racist and disrespectful, what have I done to you personally? Besides just mind my own business and exist. Me and you have an interaction and you feel the need to say something racist or do something racist. And I just feel like that has a lot to do with you already had some racist tendencies going through your body. You were just waiting, I guess, for that green light to just go through with you being a racist. But you most likely already, and I think the thing is that even when reading about him, he didn't come off as somebody that was, I guess just going based off of from what I read. But yeah, it didn't come off that he was a racist back then, but it just seemed like, I don't know, I'm assuming that you already had some racist tendencies running through your brain, and then this was just the final nail in the coffin to allow you to be a full-time racist. But the thing is this though, because I seen this one clip where he goes like through this website, it's kind of like Omegle or something like that, but anyways, he's going through. He points at these two black people and he just randomly calls them the N-word. And I'm like, fam, it's stuff like that where I'm like, and you think what you're doing is, I guess, like, I don't know, payback or revenge for those that attack you. Take your anger. My thing is this: don't fight racism with racism, because yeah, whoever it was that attacked you, they most likely were racist, and there's like, oh, a white man or whatever and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing though, he don't really look all that white. Like, you that looking at his profile picture, he looks Hispanic. Like, I'm like, you definitely took your mom's side, so that's why I'm like, I find it mad funny how it's like, you're Mexican and Romanian, but you're a white supremacist. Like, yeah, there's like Romanian people are considered white, but I'm like, but there's still that Mexican side where I'm like, yeah, you know, I've heard some, like race. I ain't gonna say everybody in the like Mexican community or Latino community that they're racist, but I have heard some, like, there are like some, you know, bad apples within that race where it's like, yeah, they've been known to say some racist or do some racist. And I'm like, yeah, the thing is this though, I'm not gonna take my anger out on all Mexican people. I'm like, because yeah, I've had my racist moments with it was one particular I think she was Mexican. I think she was. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, there was a girl that I went to school with where she rejected me because I'm black, and it's one of those things where I'm like, dang, bro, it's like I ain't got no control over my race or who I am. I'm like, this is how I was born, bro. Like I can't help it. But my thing is this: do you think it would have been smart for me to take my anger out on every Mexican person that I've came across or every Latino person that I've came across? You know, it's like they all got their own issues and stuff that they going through. What sense would it make to just add more to whatever it is that they're going through? And that's just that type of stuff where I'm like, fam, you gonna find yourself in a situation where it ain't gonna be Antifa and all these people, they just trying to give you a scare. No, there's going to be people where it's like they're going to put you in a situation where you are gonna have to fight for your life. But most likely you were probably just dealing with some teenagers. I think how old they say these guys were with this situation where he was attacked. I think they said 20. Oh, it was like two 20-year-olds and one 35-year-old. So yeah, the 35-year-old, they just ain't had their life together. The two 20-year-olds, I'm like, yeah, they're still kind of in that teenage mindset. So of course they're gonna be going around doing some old dumb stuff in their early 20s and things. I ain't saying everybody is like that, but yeah, them people in particular, I'm like, yes, if those were the ones that attacked you, or if there was other people that attacked you, my thing is this: you must have said or did something to provoke them. But if not, then they just randomly attacked you. My thing is this: those are people where they got something mentally wrong with them. Not like they crazy and they deserve to be in the nut house. No, I'm saying like they got like some issues wrong with them where they're not fully there, I guess, in a way where it's like, yeah, they're immature, you know. So it's like they see somebody minding their own business and then they feel like, oh, I gotta do something to them, and it's like, fam, no, like that Paul Miller guy ain't did nothing to you. I guess talking to them individuals, but it's like switching back to Paul Miller, it's like you taking your anger out on all these people, they ain't did nothing to you. I guess what justification is that, like, how is that helping anybody? You know, so that's why I'm like, yeah, people like him, I'm like, yeah, it's just easily manipulated, I guess, into thinking that, oh, this is a good idea to be racist and this and that. And just like, you're going to find yourself having a very lonely life. You know, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if we look up one day and we see him talking about, oh, I have a change of heart. You know, I'm no longer a racist. I've given my life back to God. I'm doing this now. I'm doing that. I'm trying to be better. I've donated to this organization. I've donated to that organization. I want to apologize to all the people that I've wronged and this and that. And it's like, fam, I feel like it's going to get to a point in time where you are going to have to say that at some point in time, but the damage is going to be done. It's like you brought all of this negative attention to yourself for no reason. So yeah, it's like whatever happens. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service, and peace.